All right. Hey, it's Wednesday in November, and it's new air quality device day. I got this Wynd Essential from Wynd. It's got a little kickstand here I have out, but this kickstand thing comes off too. It's essentially a personal air purifier, which is kind of a cool deal. There's kind of not really a market sector for this now, though I assume there will be more on the market soon. It's got two buttons here on the top, power and then an auto mode. You can sync it up with the Wynd app and it'll actually control itself automatically based on that Wynd Halo sensor that I did a video on a little while back. So I've got my particle counter here, which I'm going to fire up and check some baseline particle levels and then turn this thing on and see what we get. All right, so now I'm going to fire up this air purifier, and the filter in here. I guess I forgot to mention. I'll show it here. You just kind of unscrew the little bottom cap. And this is a rubberized bottom, which is nice. You can kind of sit it up there. I'm not a super big fan of the kickstand yet because it doesn't really have a stop. So I've had it like slide out a couple times. But if you sit it like this, it'll fit in the cup holder in your car, which is kind of cool. So here's the filter. It actually has a little thing on the bottom here that says Wynd, keep your lungs clean. I don't know if that's legible, probably on the webcam, but put that little filter back in. And it's supposed to be a HEPA grade, medical grade filter, and electrostatic. So it's got antimicrobial silver to target germs, I guess, and kill germs in addition to particulate. So I'm going to turn this thing on. You just hit the power button here. You probably hear it. It's a little bit louder than I thought it would be, but it's kind of a cool adjustable feature here. You can see the lights on the ring. I have this in night mode, but you can have this light program to stay on all the time. And then as you turn it, you can kind of hear it start to kick on, maybe. So I'll just leave this on here like full blast, and then we'll run the particle counter again and see what we get. So here's the particle counter. It's essentially doing exactly what it says, counting particles by size. And what we'd expect to see here from a MERV 16 is about a 95% capture rate, which is MERV 16 is about a HEPA filter performance. And the actual capture rates, I measured it both at medium speed and high speed, just at the outlet of the device. And at the larger particle sizes, 2.5 and up, we're just about there for sure on the medium speed and almost there on the high speed. Smaller particles were a little trickier. I don't know if there was maybe some influences from the speed of the fan or other conditions, because obviously this is just at my desk and not any kind of laboratory-based study. The other thing I think to talk about was the acoustics and the noise I noticed on the high speed compared to the medium speed. This is the background office noise levels, NC 42 and 62.8 dBA, so pretty typical for an open office space. There's a little bit of HVAC background noise, ambient. But then with that unit on medium speed, we see an increase, especially at those higher frequency levels. There's NC 56 and 64 dBA, but really on the high speed is where you see the big increase. You get to 71 and NC 65, which isn't really sustainable for ongoing acoustics. So if you made it here with me to the end of the video, congratulations. This is kind of a long one. I did forget to mention maybe that this is battery powered, so you can take it with you in the car, and it's supposed to last about 8 hours. If you look in the app, you can actually see the anticipated battery life and also the airspeed rate. So you can check out here, I have it on medium speed. You'll notice in real time as I crank up the speed, max speed there. And then I can turn it into auto mode in real time on the app and turn this night mode off. So then the ring is just visible all the time. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the filter integration. It'll also give you a estimate on how much filter life is left. But if you turn it off, it will not show up in the app anymore, which is what I just did. So yeah, that's about it. This is the Wynd Essential, and it's pretty much the only personal kind of HEPA grade air purifier right now that I'm aware of. The filters are, I think, about $12 to replace, and they last. I mean, it's probably a quarterly thing depending on how often you're running it. So that's all.